Alright, howdy everybody. We are back with Shadows over Loathing. We are currently, I think, about to start Chapter 6. We just finished up all of the work with the Mafia, and we have killed vampires, like conceptually. Vampires are gone. They're dead. They are now a matter of the past. So, now that we've purified the realm of Blood Drinker influence, we are now free to enter Government Valley, where we will attempt to get our magical license, I guess, reinstated. We never had one because we got it in a dream, so I guess we're just kind of acquiring one because apparently we've been extra legally practicing cheese magic this whole time, which is kind of a new one on me, but whatever. Naturally, this is probably some form of trap, because as we know, the government, or the other government, is currently being run by a crazy woman who's trying to bring the Shadow Realm into the real world for some reason, and this is likely where the game is going to conclude. So, that said, let's shove off. The finale! Sinister enough for government work. That's about right. Wow. This bench has been covered in spikes, so no vagrants are tempted to sit on it. It's the natural evolution of the anti-vagrant bench design. It's they just cover it with spikes now. Might as well toss a couple bear traps on there. This whole area is very Fallout 4. Like, it's the seat of government. You got all the blasted buildings and like columns from like old architecture. Oh shit. Oh, we've got all these areas already figured out. Army recruitment, telephony facility, federal prison. Ooh, we need to break someone out of federal prison. Creaking and gibbering, a horrible half-animal, half-plant, half-alien, half-shadow, that 200%. A half-shadow creature slithers out of the darkness. It makes a high-pitched noise and starts sliming its way towards you. If it turns out that this thing is actually from some ancient hyper-intelligent progenitor race, I hope they're at least a little embarrassed about how gross they are. Oh, that's a shadow-tainted growth. Ooh. This music's the main menu music. That's interesting. God damn. Everything hits hard. There's an accessory that lets you act earlier, doesn't it? I might really need it. Ow. Alright, Mysticality. This thing I can kill in like one turn, essentially. How much AP I have? I've got 5 total. That's pretty good. Say what you will. Nothing's immune to being melted. Mind melted. Hang on, let's turn the music down a little bit. Everything down a little bit. There we go. Okay, homunculus. I think the main reason I'm using Mind Melt, it's one of the few abilities I've got so far that has actually like scaled with the difficulty of the enemies I'm dealing with. Okay. Probably should have done a pom-pom, but whatever. We'll kill this thing. Oh, it's got a max physical damage cap. Amazing. These effects are really loud. I like how this thing didn't actually die. Like, well, it kind of died, but it's still there, you know? Oh yeah, this man... Jesus Christ. It's like a deck of cards. Fabulous. You win. Take that, whatever you are. Good grief, what are you? Honestly, I'm seeing a lot of spooky and cold damage, so we might want to get some books that deal with that. Nightmare Alley? That could help. Dare. Like nothing else we could... Not really anything else we could do. Yeah. I'll just wait outside, Buck. Should not have let the guards lay peepers on me. Would they recognize you? They would if they'd been paying attention to the wanted posters. You have a wanted poster? Neat. If we see one, I'll have to have you autograph it for me. What's going on here? Someone's calling, but that's not a normal ring. Maybe an international call? He looks sad. Oh, he's not bothering anybody. But this isn't the one. I don't want to talk to him. I understand. I'll burn the telephone then. Wait, what? Oh. It's on fire. Some prisoner must have discarded their hat here when they were released. Prison hat. A stripy prisoner's hat. Wearing it makes it statistically more likely that you are a robber. Well, I can't argue with statistics. I didn't take that class. The prison doesn't seem to have very good security. The door isn't even locked. Small wonder they kicked this guy out of the cell blocks. Hi, I'm Musa. I'm Crimsley. Jim Crimsley. Nice, sounds. Thanks. Takes a lot of practice to get good at the honk-monica. Of course, all I got is time. Any chance you want to part with that honky horn and go back to playing just harmonica? Well, I'll swap it to you for a cracker. Just a cracker? Are you that hungry? Huh? Oh, you're new. It ain't my job to show the fish the ropes. Go ask Tetley in 1A. He shows ropes to fish? That's a weird job. Guess I can't think of anything else to ask you. See you around. Later. Honk. The chiropractor? Borden, exercise yard. Seems like this guy's enjoying his mopping. Hi, I'm Musa. Hey there, I'm Moppy. Huh, weird coincidence that your parents named you that, and here you are now, mopping. It's a nickname. People call me that because I like to mop floors. Oh, I assumed it was going to be a comedic reversal. Do I have a nickname? I feel like a hip prison nickname like yours would help me fit in. Well, I'm happy to suggest one if you want. Sure. Sugar Plum? Idaho? Sure, Idaho. We'll roll with that. That's it. I love it. You got it. Welcome to the family, Idaho. I will never regret this. If you ever need information, Idaho, just ask me. I overhear all kinds of stuff while I'm mopping. That's good to know. Thanks. See you later, Moppy. Alright, 1A. Smart man. This guy looks a little shady. You know, comparatively. Hi, I'm Idaho. Hey, I'm Tetley. You want to buy a cracker? You're selling crackers? How much? 300 meat. For a cracker? You're crackers. New around here, huh? Look, crackers are what we call gift certificates to the prison chiropractor. We use them as currency. Oh, okay, that makes sense, I guess. Tetley fans out a handful of gift certificates and waves them at you. So, want to buy a cracker? Is it true you show ropes to fish? What? Where'd you hear that? Who's the dirty rattle box that's been spreading filthy rumors about me? I didn't catch his name. Huh. Well, if I find out who it was, they won't be getting any more crackers from me, except to the skull, and it'll be a different kind of cracker. Tetley fans had a handful of gift certificates and waves about you. Want to buy one? Sure. Thanks for your patronage, Idaho. This certificate entitles the bearer to 1 complimentary spine adjustment in the prison chiropractor's office. Tetley fan. Okay, he's just there to buy crackers. Hey there, I'm Idaho. I'm Rimmel. What do you want? I guess I can't think of anything to ask you. See you around. Whatever. The cell is empty. Somebody isn't meeting their crime quota. This guy's getting pretty buff. Well, in the arms, at least. Hi, I'm Idaho. Can you teach me to do that? Teach you how to lift dumbbell? Yeah. Sure. For a cracker. It's a deal. Okay, then. He passes one of his dumbbells through the bars and shows you how to bend your elbow. Nice. +3 to melee weapon attacks. You've learned to exercise the way they do in prison, out of soul-crushing boredom and with a mean guy watching. Thanks. This guy's apparently managed to smuggle in a full-length sword. Hi, I'm Idaho. Hey, Idaho, I'm Clive. Nice sword. Thanks. Technically, it's a Japanese-style katana. Huh. How on earth did you get a katana in here? I made it in the prison machine shop, at a folded-up license place. Huh. I'm not really that interested in it. Oh, there's a lot of people here. This guy looks a little smug for being in jail. Hi there, I'm Idaho. How's it going, Idaho? I'm Wilmer. Guess I can't think of anything to ask you. See you around. Later, Idaho. Hi, I'm Idaho. Nice to meet you. I'm Donna. What are you doing there? Levitating an orange. Oh, telekinesis? I could do a little of that. What I'm doing is a bit different. More general purpose. Will color me intrigued. Tell me more about your hovering orange. Well, since it's so boring in here, I've been exercising my imagination, and it turns out if you get really good at imagining things, you can trick your brain into believing they're real. And if you get really good at that, you can make them actually real. Wow, geez. Wait, so why are you in a jail cell? Well, these bars suddenly disappearing is a little harder to imagine than a floating orange. I see. I should probably get a cracker for that. Hang on. Get another one. I've got plenty of meat. That's not a problem. Can you teach me your imagination thing? I imagine so, but this kind of power is potentially dangerous, and therefore valuable. Sure, of course. But you seem okay. I'll teach you in exchange for a cracker. Great. She puts you through a variety of imagination training exercises, mentally rotating cubes and so on, until you finally got the hang of it. Daydream believer. If you get bored enough, you can change reality just by being really bored at it. Wow, thanks. Now I just have to find an orange. It works on other things too. Apples? Whoa, whoa. Don't aim too high there. Okay, okay. Yeah. This cell just has bones in it. They must have committed a bone crime. It's unclear how this guy could be cooking food in his cell. Oh god, he's got a cooking instrument. I need to get that. One more, man. Thank you. Hi there. I'm Idaho. Hi, I'm Lumford. Are you cooking? Yeah, dude. Want to sell me that spatula? Not really, but I do need a box of coffin nails. Cigarettes? Yeah, to help mask the flavor of whatever this is I've been cooking. Where do you get cigarettes in here? You can't. You'd have to be able to leave and go to a real store. Alright. We need Cola Wars ration cigarettes. Okay. Looks like you found the source of that whistling. Hi, I'm Idaho. I am Mitch. You're a pretty good whistler. Thanks. I've been practicing ever since I swapped my harmonica to Crimsley. What'd you get in return? Cannibal stash wax. Sold it to some other guy, though. Oh, okay. Can you teach me to whistle? I can, in exchange for a cracker. Alright, here you go. Great. Okay, it's pretty easy. Just put your lips together, murder a guy for sleeping with your car, and get sentenced to life in prison, and blow. Can I skip that middle bit? Sure, I guess, but that's what worked for me. Expert whistler. You're really good at whistling, Dixie, and I'm not lying. Mouth cork. A cork, whittled to the exact shape and size of the mouth of the guy who gave it to you. Yuck. Prevent yourself from whistling. What's the cork for? In case you want to stop. Okay, thanks. The prisoner in the cell just stares, dead-eyed. Hi, I'm Idaho. How's it going? What are you in for? You okay, bud? So, how's the food in here? Getting along with the other prisoners? Just off in your own little world, huh? I guess everyone has their own coping strategies. You know, I met a librarian I think you'd get along with. A guy named Ted, real quiet. Got a single giant eyeball for a head. It's coming for you, not her. Okay, nice chatting. Bye now. What are you looking at, rubberneck? Amscray, your mama's calling for you. I couldn't help but noticing your tattoo. Is that a heart with N+M in it? I'll put the shiv in your noticers. Go milk a duck, peeper. Okay, you're definitely Nancy. Nancy McGill, right? What are you, a slap man? A gazer? Or just a scissor bill? Not any of those, probably? I'm a friend of Molly's. Oh, huh. Well, if you know Molly and you ain't full of holes, you must be a right guy. What's the score, pal? I think I should just let Molly explain that. She's here? Well, what am I listening to your teeth rattle for? I'll go get her. You head back outside and wave Molly over, then escort her to cell block 3. Molly, baby, noodles! Oh, that's cute. Oh, I'm so glad we weren't too late. I asked you not to call me that in public. What are you doing here? We agreed you wouldn't visit, because if the fuzz catch sight of you, we ain't seen a single hack, and anyway, I had to bring you this cake. Oh, you brought me a cake? Hey, you a sweet potato. Oh, wait, is this an Alcatraz special? I don't get it. I only got about a year left. I mean, yeah, it hurts being apart, but they didn't tell you? They're transferring you to Bridgewater. The color drains out of Nancy's face. Bridgewater? Why? I only stabbed 3 guards and 5 inmates. Or 6 if you count the guy whose face I peeled off. Okay, I guess I can see it. The transfer could be any day now. You gotta bust out of here tonight. Okay, yeah, right after lights out. I have to go to ground and lie low for a few weeks, but I'll get in touch after that. Okay, you better make it. If you get caught or hurt, I'll... Oh. Hey now, come on, Button. You know me. Turn off the waterworks. I'll be fine as a frog hair. You better scram before one of the few remaining guards comes by. Here, it ain't your birthday yet, but I made you a little something. Nancy holds up a fine chain necklace with a Tommy gun bullet hanging from it. She fastens it around Molly's neck, and you look away awkwardly as the two of them share a kiss through the bars. Walk Molly back out. You gonna be okay? Yeah, Nancy's right. I don't gotta worry. She's tough as nails. Tough as anything. She's a little scary, frankly. She peeled a guy's face off? Yeah, that's little Nancy McGill for you. And I thought you were crazy. And maybe I was right. Buck, if there's one thing you should understand about me by now, it's that I don't like getting bored. I guess not. Alright. She's just eating the cake, I guess. The guy in the cell is ignoring you, and he's doing it really hard. This guy's practicing the most dangerous and therefore best kind of juggling. Hi, I'm Idaho. Hi, I'm Lewis. I do not want the shift. Did I get my spine adjusted? This guy basically looks like a doctor. Hi, I'm Idaho. Hello, I'm Dr. Dixley. How can I help you? Are you the prison physician? Close. I'm the prison chiropractor. Well, what's the difference? Well, a physician treats ailments through specific medications and treatments tailored to that ailment. A chiropractor fixes everything by pushing on your spine. Oh, huh. Interesting. Can I buy a gift certificate from you? Sorry, some hoodlum made off with the whole stack, and I haven't had any more printed yet. Hang on. Get another one of those. I have returned. Tetley. Can I get an adjustment? Certainly, in exchange for one of my gift certificates. Okay, here. Great, just lie down on the table here. This is safe, right? I'm a little nervous about letting someone mess with the bones that contain the nerves that let my head communicate with all the rest of my body. Ooh. Look, just because this science was developed by a man who didn't believe in vaccines or even germs, and claimed the techniques were given to him by a ghost during a seance, and also I don't have any kind of actual legal medical degree, that doesn't make me a quack, okay? I know what I'm doing. Plus, science and seance are basically the same word. You twist your spine into a new configuration. Ah! Ooh. Your spine is exactly where it's supposed to be for once. Well, I do feel better. I guess that's all that matters. Well adjusted. I've gained 2 muscle today. How many of these do I have? Still 1. Gotcha. Orc yourself. Mess hall. Without even looking at you, the man slaps a dollop of slop onto a plate and hands it to you. This prison figured out how to improve their efficiency by serving the prisoners a blended up combination of bread and water. Wow. Bread soup. HP by 7 and spooky armor by 4. That's not bad. This prisoner seems determined to eat more pepper than food. Hi there, I'm Idaho. Hi, I'm Nora. Wow, nice spice jar. I need this one so I can keep eating here without dying of boredom. I have a similar gadget I can sell you, though. She shows you an elaborate mechanical pepper mill. I made it in the prison machine shop, but I figured I prefer a traditional shaker. I'll give it to you for a cracker. Sounds good. Sweet. Maybe I could trade this for some decent food. Deal your moxie and hot damage to all enemies and heal your team for the same amount. Oh, shit. Never again will you get a sore elbow after spending hours of cranking an old-fashioned pepper mill. Thanks. What does it say? The sign on the counter says 1 slop per customer. Wow. This door has a big complicated lock keypad on. Has a big complicated looking keypad lock on it. You're not getting in there. I need some cigarettes. Cola War cigarettes. A generous chemical company has donated some toxic waste for the prisoners to enjoy. It's even more bleak and depressing over that way. These rocks are cold for some reason. This guy's having some kind of wild time. Hi there, I'm Idaho. Hiya, I'm Vinny. I like your weird ball. First time I ever heard that. Yeah, I had to invent this because we haven't got a basketball hoop. I see. Any chance I could buy that nifty basketball string dealie from you? Alright, I'll sell you 2 for a cracker. Never mind. Fabulous. This guy seems pretty good at lifting weights. Hi, I'm Idaho. Hey, I'm Bruno. Alright, see ya. Well, I guess that's all there is to it. Need to find some cigarettes. IRS Central Office, Vista Hill, Municipal Amphitheater, Telephony Facility, something Central Office. Maybe the Army Recruitment Center has some cigarettes? Nestled amid the ashes of an old city park, you spot a statue of your nemesis, the sinister wizard Lady Dark Noel. Vandalize it. Struck by a sudden inspiration, you sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on top of the statue and leave the rest of the work to the pigeons. Ooh. This soda machine has knocked itself over in an act of conscientious objection. There's 1 soda, but only 1. Modern Army soda. The can says this isn't your father's cola, which is a bold move considering how many of today's soda drinkers lost their fathers in the cola wars. Ooh. This car's in great shape except for one thing. This rock doesn't belong in. It's so hexagonal. Look at that. There's that strange ring again. Good, he's up. Do you like to play with matches, caller? I did in my youth. This is not the one. I understand. I will burn. No, I want this telephone. Then I will get it for you. Oh. The door to the army recruitment office is square, olive drab, and menacing. Just like the army itself. Hey-o! It won't budge. It's probably just as well. You have zero interest in joining the military. They don't have any cigarettes for me? There's something nasty crawling around on this truck of rubble. Oh, that's what that is. I thought it was like pepper or something. Hang on. Maybe the cola surplus has some cigarettes. Oh, yep, there they are. Back to prison. Yeehaw. Something among the region's many dead trees, you spot one shot through with glowing green veins. That's probably an indication of something good. You collect as much of the glowing goo as you can without dramatically increasing your cancer risk. No, you have no idea how much of it was safe to collect, so that was really just a bit of uninformed reassurance on my part. Don't worry, cancer hasn't been invented yet. We're still safe for right now. Alright, let me see that spatula. Okay, here you go. Alright, I suppose I can always get another spatula. Here you go. Makeshift prison spatula. Oh no. This used to be something else, but with patience and ingenuity, it was converted into a pretty bad spatula. Mysticality plus 7 physical damage. Hang on, how's your food? Thanks to these smokes, I have no idea. Guess I can't think of anything else to ask you. See ya. Alright, well that's our business at the prison taken care of. A movement catches the corner of your eye, and you turn to see several tall, long-limbed figures gliding towards you. What is going on in here, dude? They twist and twirl as gracefully as ballerinas as they approach, but this beauty is contradicted by their heads, which are indescribable shadows. And I'm not using indescribable as a horror cop-out. I'm literally uncertain about what's going on in their head area. They have like a winged collar, or maybe side horns, but I think that's a mouth on it? I don't know. Fight them and see for yourself. It's weird. Oh, yeah. No, that's something. Okay. Oh, these guys have high mysticality. Mistake on their part. Melting. Off you go. I don't care what you're made out of. You die to a lawn. You die to the lawnmower. Outstanding. You won. Guess their paw to do was a paw to don't. Heyo. Ballet slippers. Curiously, these shoes are designed to facilitate terrible foot damage instead of preventing it. Causes you to walk like a ballet dancer. Ballerina tea. This is a tea that ballerinas drink to suppress their appetites and help them stay fit. You sure hope that within the next 100 years or so, society starts to broadly reject stuff like this. Shredded tutu. As shredded as your exposed thighs will look when you're wearing it. Oh yeah. Casper the Nutcracker. A horrifying little crimbo buddy. Attacks enemies and reduces their stats. Ooh. The snake continues to grow in power. What the fuck is going on here? An ordinary phone booth. Ignore it. Done. That strange structure is the only interesting thing in this area. Search for excitement elsewhere? No. The funny thing about ballerinas, I remember watching John Wick, and the one thing about John Wick is that, like, in John Wick, I think two or three, there's this part where they go into, like, a little theater that has a bunch of ballerinas that are doing ballerina stuff, and there's this whole scene where one of them is in, like, the focus isn't on her, but, like, she's definitely in the foreground when she just, like, apparently when you're a ballerina, since you're on your toes a lot, it's the pressure, I guess, can kill your toenails. So she just gets a pair of pliers and then just rips a dead toenail off of one of her toes. And that was the most disturbing thing I saw in that movie. There's like, John Wick kills like 40 people in that movie, but that was the most disturbing thing. Alright. I think we can afford to take a hit to melee damage, considering that we've already got plenty, I'd say. This will take some cola. Yep. You drink the cola with military precision, then belch with civilian recklessness. Marshall Fizz, the military soda you drank, has bloated you for war. 2, 3, 4. There's some sort of unusual structure here. Examine it. It's made of some kind of metal you've never seen before. It's opaque, but still somehow glowing from within, like a math book that swallowed a candle. It's cool to the touch, yet radiates a kind of warmth. This doesn't feel like a typical public art project. Why build it in an otherwise abandoned area? Interesting. The DMV Central Branch. I think that's where we need to be. You hear hooting and yelling nearby, and look, the game's nearly over, and it's not like you're gonna learn not to investigate this kind of stuff now. It turns out to be a small band of roving and/or raving maniacs. Seems like maybe their minds got corrupted by the shadow, and they aren't reacting very well to it. I guess I'm just assuming. Scream out all your teeth might just be, like, a fun thing they're into. A hobby. Oh, wow, he's jerking around. Look at that. Going for it. This guy looks like he prioritizes muscle. Teeth? A tooth scream, wow. There's a lot going on here. Okay, this doll creature is dead. This guy do a lot of damage to Jesse. This person will do a lot of damage to me. 16 damage to set her on fire. Okay. Who's got mysticality? You. Oh, I can kill you. Hang on. Whoa. Outstanding. You won! Maybe a forced nap will settle them down a bit. Government cheese. A paper-wrapped slab of utilitarianism in dairy form. They must have made a lot of this stuff for it to still be around all these years after the cows came home. Spike bracelet. People get really intimidated if you convince them that your hand is a really mean dog's head. And Tiny Trixie the mechanical doll. Finally, a knife-wielding maniac on your side. Well, me. This hydrant has multiple things wrong with it. Looks like somebody failed their not abandoning your car test. This column is covered in necrotic hyperfungus. You carefully collect the spooky essences of the fungus without dislodging any of the deadly spores. Eldritch mist. The world is full of vapors. Most of them are benign, but some of them are terrifying. This is the terrifying kind. Again? Hello? It's for you. That isn't him. I am there in his house now. I am there with him. This is not him. I'll burn the telephone then. Stop doing that. These telephones are expensive. Oop. Well, here it is. The obvious trap you're about to step into. You steel your nerves and grab the door handle. Okay, maybe in a little bit. That's sounding really final. What the frig? Molly has stopped in front of a wall that has been plastered with several broadsheet posters. The illustration is of a sultry blonde woman making a kissy face at the viewer with a battleship on fire in the background. Loose women sink ships. No dancing, no short skirts, no obscene language. Molly, unexpectedly, says nothing. With gritted teeth, she ejects the drum from her Tommy gun, opens the cover, and does something inside with her knife. Oh, what are you doing? Give me a minute, Buck. I'm carving the rudest words I know into all of my bullets. I'll show them how to sink a damn ship. Molly's Tommy spray hits 3 additional times. Ooh. There's that structure again. There's some sort of unusual structure here. It's another nearly identical sculpture. You're not really sure what this is or what the purpose it serves. It's made out of the same weird metal. Very strange. An ordinary phone book? Ignore it. Someone swiped the steps to the PTQ. Someone also swiped the steps. It's a real shame they shut down the Federal Bureau of Defenestration. Oh no. How am I supposed to violently eject people from my buildings now? In a cracked concrete planter in front of a once great edifice, a sad little plant is breathing its last. Take the breath. You carefully collect the sad, creepy little wisps of oxygen. Okay. This cold column is covered with cold bugs. There's something going on over there. This rock is extremely cold, but that's all you know about it because you're not a rock expert. You're calling again. Hello? What will you do on a rainy day? When your house is on fire, how will you get out? When you are in the train, who will save you? In all cases, I will simply panic. This isn't him. I understand. Do you want this telephone or shall I burn it? Give it. Give it to me. At least tell me who you are, either of you. There it goes. Want to hop on stage and join in the terrible show? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. -8 to all stats. Holy Jesus. Oh my god. He's down to 1. 1 poison. That's so sad. I'm back at it, boys. That's what I got all the AP for, so I could spam my Mind Melt. It's my favorite strategy. There was no point to doing that. There we go. You really told those dancers to go jump in a lake. Perhaps a swan lake? Oh-ho. Lovely. Oh, we could just do that repeatedly. Gotcha. That's what a civic ballet theater's for. Amid the blackened rubble of an old building, somebody has erected a granite statue of a mean-looking army guy named General Bruise. Deface it. You punch the statue in the jaw, knocking out most of its teeth. Wow. Hot pile of bug diggings. This is both a tragedy and an opportunity. You catch the pieces one at a time until you have a whole handful. Increase your cold armor by 6. Oh my god, because I know how to whistle, I whistle along with songs. That is so good. I love this. Perfect specimen of Cornus conflagris. Collect some of the sizzle. You gather some of the sizzliest bits. Of all the debunked theories of how fireworks, this, yeah. Right, I've already read all those. What's in here? Shadow milkshake. Ooh. You're calling in. Does it bother you? What? Having to make all these telephone calls. Oh, listen, it's him. Say nothing. He looks sad. Oh, he's not bothering anybody. Let's burn him and see what he does. Hang up. I'm on fire. Oh, there you go. Pyromaniac. Alright, sick. Molly took out the doll. Purely by luck. I'm taking the popcorn truck in the background. It's spicing up the fight a little bit. There it goes. Yeah, we're back to it. Rebellious Medallion. You reject all structures and regulations, even the ones that make it possible for items like this to be mass-produced and sold at retail. Ooh. I like we're pretty casual about this whole thing going on back here, huh? Like, I'm just having a hard time comprehending this image here. You know, like, there's a lot going on. Meanwhile, my character's just whistling. You find yourself in front of a forbidding building, the crumbling ruin of some old government office. Its bureaucrats now replaced with regular rats. Explore it. You poke around through the sad old offices and hallways, lamenting the fall of the reliable old structures we once depended on. Is this really the future? You sigh. A couple of minutes later, you find an old safe full of meat, and your mood improves dramatically due to the short-term windfall. I guess meat in this universe doesn't go bad, because I feel like half the meat I pick up has to be spoiled. Yet another copy of the strange metal thing. One was weird enough, but 3 of them is an outright mystery. Ignoring that phone booth. It's one of those paid telescopes, but a better look at any of the scenery around here is of no value at all. Vista Hill isn't that useful? The IRS Central Office. This brick has sprung a leak. You are out of questions. Will you make a guess now? I don't have any more questions or guesses. Can I guess? It is me. I am your dream date. What? I have been your dream date the whole time. If I hang up, will you find me? Yes, I know where you are. Congratulations, I think. Silence. The line is dead. Maybe that's for the best. You've heard too much. Ask not for whom the phone rings. +3 spooky armor. Wow. This payphone technology is amazing. It's raining, I guess, blood on it or something. Hopefully next year's model will be right side up. Woohoo. This wheel must have gotten tired of being attached to a car. A briefcase has been discarded among the rubble here. It's full of meat. It's amazing what people will throw away if you oppress them enough. The trunk of this dead tree is covered in frosty lichen. You're liking your chances of getting some valuable materials from this stuff. Frosty flakes. It's like snow, but in flake form. Can you even imagine? The local branch of the IRS is looking pretty run down. You'd think they'd have plenty of funds for upkeep. Maybe that isn't how it works. It won't budge. It's probably just as well. You hate paying taxes. I assume the Army recruitment and the IRS Central Office are for the other classes, but we go to the DMV Central branch because we're a cheese wizard. Anything spicy happening at the Black House? In a gutter, you find a frozen black rose. Discarded. Alone. It's symbolic of something, I'm sure of it. Gather the good bits. You carefully avoid the thorns and carefully fail to avoid the flakes. The gate is seriously locked. The action here is clearly not in that direction. I want to go anyways. Alright. To the DMV. You discover a terrifying obsidian statue. Oh yeah. Towering above a block of bombed-out apartment buildings. It's some mean-looking wizard lady named Dark Noel. You carefully examine the statue and figure out if you file just a millimeter of material off of one of its toenails, it will topple. You grab an empty board from the rubble and make short work of the tall statue. Move along. Do we have? We already know that one. Alright. Spooky armor. I think that's probably one of the more valuable armor. I've got 18. Holy shit. I feel like it's one of the more valuable armors because it seems like all the voids are pretty spooky. Alright, the DMV. Department of Magic and Vehicles, I see. Now serving 441. What is going on here? It's a Wanda poster. None of you, fortunately. Woo! The dreaded number dispenser. Take 1. DMV number 451. Oh, we've only got 10 more. Oh, okay. Only 10 before you. That doesn't seem too bad. Huh. Wait, hang on. Huh. Did one of the Hex Rock monsters escape SIT's query? Why would it be at the DMV? Hi there, Rumble. So, what brings you to the DMV? Rumbling. Not exactly enlightening. Would you mind if I cut in front of you? Rumble! Come on, please. Rumble. You're made of rocks. You operate on a geological scale. You literally have all the time in the world. Offer to trade. Do you like oil? Rumble. I have this rock that produces infinite oil, somehow. I guess it would be like a bottomless juice box to you? Well, or a bottomless blood bag. I'm not sure if oil is more like blood or juice to you. Rumble. I'll swap it to you in exchange for your place in line. The golem thinks for a moment, then takes your gush stone and leaves. This probably won't end well for the rock golem juice and or blood economy. Oh, sick. Okay. There's a lot going on here. You're going to have to wait your turn or figure out how to make your turn come faster. The guy behind the counter gives you a disconcerting look. Better not interrupt them. This guy has a maple leaf for a head. Hi, my name's Liam. Hi, Liam. I'm Musa. Sorry for staring. That's alright. Something I just gotta get used to, eh? Get used to? Is this a recent thing? Yeah, this skeevy scientist fella hired me to help with his experiments. Didn't mention he was gonna be experimenting on me, eh? That's why I'm here. I need a proper visa so I can stay in this country, far away from that hoser. I see. Hey, Liam, is it alright if I cut ahead of you in line? Eh? Sorry, but no. I've been waiting a long time, eh? Forge him a visa. You look around to make sure nobody's paying attention. Listen, Liam, I can save you a whole lot of trouble. What do you mean, eh? Things have gotten weird, have been weird around here lately, and you're gonna face a whole lot of questions if you try to do this through official channels. Or, I can fix up a visa for you. Really? Thanks. Let me see your passport. Liam hands you his passport, and you flip it open to a new page, stick a 1 meat stamp on it, and draw a circle over it with a pen. After adding the date and a quickly scribbled signature, you have a visa good enough to pass casual inspection, or even careful inspection if the inspector isn't wearing the glasses. Beauty! Thanks a lot, eh? He leaves with a wave. Bye. Swarm bees, cow, minotaur, robot. It's, a swarm of bees. Don't look to me for an explanation. Excuse me? Bzz? What does a swarm of bees need from the DMV? Bzz, bzz, bzz. Did you think it was the TMB? Haha. Bzz, 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 bzz. I don't know what you're saying. Alright, if I cut in line ahead of you? Bzz, 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 bzz. The bees vibrate indignantly. Conjure some smoke. You look around to make sure nobody official is watching, then blow some smoke out of your hands. The cloud envelops the bees, who become very sleepy and fall to the ground. You carefully sweep them out the door. That's kind of rude, but whatever. Hey, buddy, what are you in here for? I don't know. It's so annoying. Driver's license? I can't drive. I don't fit in any cars. I have to ride the trolley to work. That's not so bad. Lots of people ride like a horse. Oh. Huh. What do you want? I'm too mad to have a conversation right now. I was just wondering if you'd mind if I went in front of you. I'm in kind of a hurry. Hell no. Get back. Maybe you need a magic license? I don't know any spells. I just hang around in mazes and labyrinths of Swedish furniture stores. Do you need a license for being a magical creature? That would be hugely racist. That would be like if I needed a license for being Greek. Oh, yeah, geez. Good point. Maybe you just don't need to be here? What? What do you mean? It doesn't seem like any of the stuff they do here applies to you. So I came here for nothing? I've been wasting my time? Yeah, I feel your pain, but I think that is the case. Damn it! Do you know how long it takes to get in and out of that labyrinth? He stomps away angrily. Sorry. Bye. A kindly-looking old lady. Hi, ma'am. What brings you here today? Oh, not much. I just need a staple removed from these old documents. You can't just pull it out yourself? I tried, dear, but it's a titanium staple, and I'm not as spry as I used to be. I see. Fight? Would you mind if I cut in front of you, ma'am? I certainly would. I've been waiting my turn patiently, and so can you. You're in luck, ma'am. I just so happen to have a titanium staple remover here, and I was wondering if I was ever going to find a use for it. Oh, how marvelous. You effortlessly removed the staple from her bundle of documents. Thank you very much, dear. Now I can spend the rest of the afternoon knitting cozies for my collection of vintage machine guns. She leaves with a wave. You're welcome. Bye. All the women in this game are, like, violently armed. Holy shit. It's finally your turn. Hang on. These are mostly bulletins about what to do when your car inevitably develops multiple flat tires, flips over, or bursts in flame. Neat. Finally your turn. The clerk takes your number ticket and looks over your form. Musa Bacula? That's me. To the right and through the mouth. Come again? The fluorescent lights flicker for a moment. The room is longer than it was before, and there's a giant demonic mouth hovering in the air. To the right and through the mouth. Damn, that mouth's a bit more gnarly than I was hoping it would look. Alright. Well, I don't see any other way to progress. In I go. A gnashing maw of shadow. It seems to want to swallow you. Ah, yes. 4. Not the content I was expecting in this game, but I guess we're going for it. This is what I signed up for. The giant mouth hacks you up like a hairball into an office that can clearly only belong to Dark Noel. How she got it to snow in here is anyone's guess, but it's probably dark magic of some kind. I don't like this. All the presents are labeled not Musa. Well, that's just rude. Dark Noel gives you a cheery little wave, then cracks her knuckles. We've got 11, got 20 extra HP, 1 maximum AP, muscle, Mixicali, 6 to... I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty confident. Time to do this. Ho ho ho, thanks for coming to my little Crimbo party, Musa. Not that there was much chance of you pulling a no-show. People say I'm obsessed, but all wizards are obsessives. All I had to do was make you jump was take away your license. I don't need a license to take you down, Noelle. I consider it my civic duty, and I'll do it again, just like I did in the swamp. That was just a fluke, and that swamp doesn't have any Crimbo spirits. Now you're on my turf. Well, if you think I'm gonna switch allegiances and join your Dark Crusade or whatever, you've got another thing coming. I wasn't going to ask. I hate your guts. Fine. I hate yours too. Fine. Good. Challenger. Enough talk, Noelle. Let's settle this like real magic users, with a traditional wizard's duel. How charming! Gladly. I'll even be magnanimous and let you go first. Give me your best shortcake. She thrusts her palms forward, launching a huge brick of buttery cookie straight at your head. Stiff breeze! A quick circular motion of your arm conjures a shield of semi-soft cheese, deflecting the shortbread harmlessly. You throw the shield forward, but Noelle dodges to the side. So you've decided to fight dirty. Who's naughty and who's nice is decided by the winner, dear. Monterey jackhammer! Steam explodes from your palms as you hurl a massive pointed log of mild white semi-hard cheese at your opponent. Meet me under the missile toe! Leafy green darts machine gun out of her hands, shredding your attack. You dive and roll to escape as she redirects the remainder of the spell at you. Ha! You wish, lady. Ho ho, ho ho ho, don't flatter yourself. Let it snow! A blizzard of snow and ice gusts towards you with gale force power. Defend. Mozzarella! Your magical barrier protects you just long enough to outlast the storm, and you cast the ragged tatters of it away as you stand and prepare your next attack. You'll never defeat me without all of your allies and familiars. Maybe you've got a point. Provolone wolf! A howl pierces the air as a pure white wolf dashes out from behind you and charges at Noelle with its fangs bared. Tinson tentacle! Glittering silver vines erupt from her hands, entangling and shredding the wolf. Tentacle, that's what it is. It's clearly a portmanteau of tinsel and tentacle. Come on, you did Mozzumbrella for crying out loud. Mozzumbrella makes perfect sense. Tinsentacle seems, I don't know, kind of dubious. Your face seems kind of dubious. 6 geese a-slaying. A whirlwind of white feathers, steel talons, and honking fills the air, steam streaming directly at you. Defend. Rock Fortress! A tower of blue-veined white marble surrounds you, protecting you from the honking, slashing assault. When the noise subsides, you dispel the tower and step forward. Dark Noelle watches carefully, preparing for your next move as you twist your fingers around in a complicated gesture. Asiago to hell! You take off, sprinting towards Noelle, who is expecting a spell that does not exist. In the second it takes for her to realize your bluff, you've covered half of the distance to her. Furious, she whips her arms into the air. Black lightning coruscates around her head as she screams, "Please!" You keep sprinting. Noelle's eyes are dead black. Her hair is whipping around her like snakes. The black lightning in her hands has coalesced into the shape of a grinning skull. Navi dit! String cheese theory! You whip a thick, fibrous strand of string cheese at her wrists, tying them together and interrupting her spell. What? And then you punch her in the face. Ow! By doze! You jerk! That's a foul! Finish her. Your fists slam into her repeatedly, too fast to be followed by human eyes. Gouda 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 gouda! Dark Noelle collapses to the ground, utterly defeated. You're naughty. I'm nice. Go ahead. Finish me off. Make it a red crimbo. I think I proved my point already. I'll let you out of here alive, if you promise to leave the country and never return. Oh, maybe you are the nice one. Alright, I'll leave, if that's what you want. Or, you can open your present. My present? Really, it's my present. My second form. But I didn't get the chance to show it to you. It's really cool. But if you want to see it, you'll have to fight it in regular combat. No takebacks. Hell yes, let's do this. That's not cool at all. It's just kind of technically... no, not terrible. Gotta hand it to her. Her second form is pretty sweet. Shame about having to actually fight the terrifying thing. 11 damage to your entire party. That's not too bad. That is a lot of health, though. Maybe we can wear it down with DOTs. That's a good way to handle a long fight. Alright. Fire in the cheese hole. Hang on. We could reduce her stats with some old leftovers. Oh, hell yeah. What else have we got? We've got a grenade. 5 hot damage to all the enemies and set them on fire. Scalder for 5 damage. Give me 3 stench armor. 20 cold damage. I kind of want to save that for the final boss. More fire. The glob of molten metal. Nice. Splatter for 15. Double my moxie. Cure bleeding. Summon a tentacle. Sure. Fielded. Armor. Heal. Reduce all our stats by 13. Holy shit. 3 bleeding. I've got a couple alls. This is kind of awful. Oh, yeah. How much is she taking per turn? 6, 17, 25 damage. Jesus. Increase my mysticality by 5. Double your mysticality of my next attack. Moxie by 5. And increase my armor. And... oh, I should have used the fucking... whatever. And smack her with this thing. Oh my... oh, that killed... holy shit! Oh my god, that was 84 fucking damage! You won! Wow! Maybe it'll be a holly jolly crimbo after all. Ho ho ho. Oh shit, I fucking killed her. Noelle's peppermint striped desk. Search it. This is less a desk and more of a gift wrapping station. You don't find any information about Uncle Murray, but underneath the paper scraps and ribbons and blank name tags, you do find an important looking key. A little slab of weird metal chain to a souvenir keychain shaped like the Black House. Cute. Alright. Molly, we are off to kill the president. Another group of the Shadow Maniacs rounds the corner. You know what they're like? They're a lot like the zombies in one of those movies where the zombies aren't actually undead. They're just people with really angry bitey disease, so they can still run real fast. Sorry, I guess that comparison isn't germane to the setting. I don't know if zombies even exist as a concept in 1928. Zombies were originally voodoo, so they probably didn't exist as they did like in the contemporary sense, because that started with Night of the Living Dead by John Romero. But like the word zombies and it being associated with undead people definitely still existed. Not gonna look it up though. Ugh, the snake's still alive. This guy's got a knife in his head. Hang on. Okay, cheer a bit. This person is dead. Person I'm about to kill. Consume the cheese. There he goes. This one. Sweet Jesus. I love that sound. He won. Maybe a forced nap will settle them down a bit. Alright. hang on. I want to check something real quick. I want to go to the federal prison and double check to make sure we don't have... Oh, with a sinister hissing, the shadows of a nearby alley coalesce into the forms of 3 shadow policemen. Looks like you better get ready for a fight. Don't sweat it, Buck. I got this one. Molly mows down the cop silhouettes with a burst from her Tommy gun, and they burst into wisps of black smoke that quickly disperse. So, oh, never mind. Hold up. Talk to Donna one more time. Hi, Nancy. Listen, you need to keep an eye on Molly, get it? Anything happens to her, it's gonna have dire consequences for you. No worries. Incidentally, you owe me 1,000 meat for that cake. Oh, is that a fact? Well, will you pay me 1,000 meat to not cut your middle open and tie one end of your guts to a streetcar? That seems like a fair price. Swell. Why don't we just call it square, then? Anything else to say to her? No. Okay. More ballerinas. I like how they have to play all the animations in order for the game to continue. Excuse me. Hold a moment. Alright. You're dead. These are weak to hot damage, but I don't have anything that specifically does that. And mow you down. It just kills everything. It's baffling. Swan cake, an elegant cake adorned with what you sincerely hope are fake feathers. Alright. You slide the key into the lock and turn. Both key and lock suddenly disintegrate, leaving the gate unsecured. Ooh. Ew, you're too late. Oh. So much for all that muscle. Whoa, Musa! It's Uncle Murray! Uncle Murray, are you okay? Surprisingly fine, kiddo. I'm not sure why they didn't just murder me, but I'm glad they didn't. Me too. We've got to stop the president from doing whatever her crazy plan is. Darn right we do. Oh, but wait a minute. What's that? What's what? You got something behind your ear. You gained 5 meat. Jeez. Don't ever change, Uncle Murray. What happened to you? Well, Jessica told you how I've been hunting a series of cursed artifacts, right? Yeah, that's how I found you. We've been using the Detectatron to find more of them to try and follow your trail. Oh, so Charles got that thing working finally. That sure would have saved me some trouble. Anyway, a fella sold me a pen that could only write obscenities. Turns out with a little coaxing, you could also get it to write its real owner's current address, which was here. I wrote that letter to you before coming to stake out the place. They caught me while I was snooping around. Who's this president woman? I don't know much about her, just that her name's Margaret something. 11 years ago, her barn exploded. That's where all the artifacts came from, I think. They were stuff that was in the barn at the time. That must have been one heck of an explosion. No kidding. 5 years later, she's city comptroller, and now I guess she's shadow president? Whatever that is. What's she planning? Wish I knew. She built some kind of crazy machine, but I don't know exactly what it's for. With the amount of shadow energy she's collecting to power it, it can't be anything good. How do we stop her? Well, she set up 3 big weird pylons or obelisks or something. I think their function is to pull shadow energy directly out of wherever it comes from. There's an extra... I think there's an extra E there. Wherever it comes from, and pump it into her machine here in the Black House. So, we should destroy those? Yep. Ideally, before her machine does whatever it's meant for doing. Destroy 3 things. Good. It's nice to have a specific, straightforward goal for once. I'm pretty sure I've seen all 3 of them before. Not far from here, yeah? Somewhere in Government Valley. Past that, I'm not sure. I guess that was all my questions. Well, all the immediately relevant ones. Then we better get moving. Yeah, let's go. Does Molly have anything to say? Oh, I'm Peachy Buck. Oh, she's doing great. Okay, so we have to hit up those statues that we saw before. I think Vista Hill had one. The diabolical machine goes about its sinister business. So this is the pylon thing you mentioned, Murray? I never saw a diagram or what have you, but looking at it, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. And I just have to destroy it? And the other 2. But yes, destroying them should cut off the majority of the power to the President's machine and presumably unseal the Black House. Easier said than done, though. That thing's made of pure unbritanium alloy. Pure what now? Shadow metal. Gotcha. Payphone's ringing. Hello? Oh. Ah, Musa! Don Toll Barone vocalizing. I have become attenuated to the fact that you are in the necessity of some assassination. How did you know where I was? You're one of the family now. If you know something, we know something. I sure hope that isn't how it works, but as it happens, I really could use some help here. I will send assistance immédiatement, and their arrival will be forthwith. Great, thanks. Wait for the cavalry. Oh my god. The twisted pylon has been destroyed. Murray's expression is a jumble of excitement, awe, and fear. This may be unclear from the picture. 1 down, 2 to go. At least now we know what we're dealing with. Alright. Well, turns out all you need to defeat dark magic is enough bullets. Fascinating. Also, I think they killed the music while they were at it, which is fascinating. Is that the telephony facility? Yes. Okay, there we are. Good to go. Hello? Musa? This is Johnny, the Hobo King. My secret Hobo King powers alerted me that you might be in need. How did you know what number to call? I just picked up my phone and it connected me to you. Is that not how phones work? Well, anyway, yes, I do need some help. There's a big weird pillar thing here that needs to be destroyed. No problem. I'll send a crew of hobos immediately. Thanks. Dude, these things suck. They're terrible. They're terrible at their job. The IRS central office had one too, didn't they? Like in between the two buildings. Oop, more shit to fight. There is still no music. I'm concerned. Ouch. Wow, that homunculus has a lot of health. It's so quiet. Alright, who am I cooking? No AP? Gotcha. Kill the homunculus, I guess. Right, it takes limited damage. Keep forgetting about that. I used to be elemental damage, so it was okay. 19 cold, Jesus. That's right, I never found a thing that let me resist cold, or I never found something that gave me cold armor. Jesus Christ. There's a book somewhere out there that I totally missed that was supposed to give you cold armor. I could feel it in my bones. Dead. Not quite dead. Not quite dead. There we go. Those things are tough. Okay, not the IRS. It was the other one. The, PDQ? Yeah. Okay, no one's calling me at the phone booth. The strange metal pillar thrums, fulfilling its terrible, terrible purpose. If you're totally out of ideas, here's a really terrible one. On the house. You could just try punching it with your fist until it stops working. We can fight it? Yeah, it has defensive protocols, in case it seems like someone shadow attuned might be trying to subvert it for their own ends. Since we've been handling those artifacts, we've probably picked up a little residual shadow stink. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So what do we do? If we just approach it while thinking about controlling it, it should transform into fighting mode. Do you want to try it? Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Late to stream, haven't killed God yet, working on it. We're not killing God, we're killing the president. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, except maybe a lack of a broken bones. Ah yes, I'm fighting Shapes. The Pillartron Guardian module. Oh, we're controlling Murray. Blasting a pun for 1 physical damage. Good enough for me. Let's roll. Cannot take more than 1 damage at a time. Oh, gotcha. Oh, well, if it can't... I mean, if it only takes 1 damage at a time, it's perfect for Molly. There we go. Oh, dude, Kurt, you missed it. We fought Santa earlier, Dark Santa, and she converted into a second form, which was just like a shadowy mass of mouths and tentacles, and I buffed my guy up. I had the... Actually, I think I might be able to do it. Hang on. How much power can I give myself? I can crack myself multiple times. Yeah. 92 damage. You won. The brutalist architectural style doesn't really exist yet, but take that anyway, brutalism. Yeah. I did that to Santa. I fucking shredded her. Alright, that's the last one. Come on, we've got to get back to the Black House and put a stop to whatever the President's plan is, which might be world domination, or world destruction, or maybe both. Honestly, with as much as I was able to learn before they caught me, that's a real glaring gap in my knowledge. Let's go. Alright. We're going to shred the President. Now we're good. The gate is unlocked. Alright. You rush into the foyer of the Black House. Murray leads you up a corridor and down a flight of stairs to a huge basement laboratory. The room is dominated by a massive, writhing tear in space, seemingly confined to an unbritanium frame. The President is typing furiously at a computer console nearby, but she turns around momentarily when you enter. She glares at you, practically hissing. I knew I shouldn't have trusted that idiot Noel to deal with you. I noticed the shadow flow has dropped back to ambient levels. I assume that was your doing? Yeah, I busted your weird pillars, and now I'm busting you. Oh no. I'd be real upset if you weren't too late. Oh, nuts. Yeah, nuts to you. The portal is open, and after I make these last few calibrations, the Emperor of... I guess we are killing God. The Emperor of all shadows will be summoned to this plane and kneel before me. I will rule this universe, not as the President of Shadows, but the Empress. Wow, that's a much bigger goal than I was expecting. Yeah, well, go big or go home, right? Anyway, don't try to stop me. Without my attention at this console to keep the reaction steady, this thing could implode and turn the whole tri-state area into a smoking crater. Geez. Okay, well, mind if I have a look around? Sure, whatever. Just don't pester me unless you want everyone who ever heard of you to die. Okay. This desk has seen a lot, especially recently. Yes, I can make potions. I don't have any miscellaneous chemicals. Yet. I don't really have a need for potions, but some combat items might be useful. A Molotov shot. Sure. Make a bunch of these, I guess. Some slush balls. Frosty Flakes. You're just gonna poke around your office for a sec, don't mind me. Sometimes you don't have enough time for an entire cocktail, so it's just a shot. That's funny. Well, I could set God on fire. That would be really funny. Like really on fire. God, I wish I could make multiple of these at once. How much resin do I have? Oh my god, I just have not been crafting, dude. Oh, yeah, you're really on fire. I think we're good on that. Ooh, a hot plate. Fancy foods. Blood pudding. Nothing here is particularly good. What is that? A gagette? Amazing. This is all food. I guess combat items are like the best way to go because I've already got food that I like on me. Nasty bag. Reduce mysticality. I do want to reduce its stats. That would probably be helpful. Whatever the hell we're fighting. Alright. Murray's... What? Murray, what do you have that for? Murray's holding a weird... something? Oh, what's that? It's an Unbritannia. It's an Unbritannia bomb. I cobbled it together for parts I found laying around while you were distracting the president. Good job. Oh, no problem. Yeah, that was intentional. But, oh, what's your plan exactly? For what she said, it sounded pretty bad to mess with this stuff. She's trying to summon something, right? I figure by applying enough pressure at just the right time, we can reverse the flow and make it an out portal instead of an in portal. Oh, I get it. So it'll suck her out into space and no more problem. Well, not exactly. Or rather, yes, but that's not the end of it. We also have to take care of whatever's waiting on the other side of that portal. Oh. Oh. You're saying I have to go through and fight it, aren't you? I don't know if it'll be a literal fight or what, but... yeah, that's the long and short of it, kiddo. This is the end game, and there's no coming back from this. Are you ready? Well, actually, let me be more explicit. This is literally the end game. Once I set off this bomb and you go through that portal, you can't come back, and the game ends one way or another. But nothing gets saved after you go, so you can reload back to here and keep playing afterwards. I don't really understand what you mean by that. That's okay, kiddo. It wasn't really you I was talking to. Let me take care of something. How do you feel about this, Molly? She's doing great. Alright, let's go. Okay, it was good seeing you again, kiddo. I think I got this bomb wired so I could toss it and set it off from here by overloading this other who's it, which hopefully won't end up getting me killed. But whatever happens, you gotta jump through right away. I don't know how much time you'll have. Jeez, okay, be careful. You too, kiddo. Ready? Yep. No! Ah! Here goes nothing. Hell yeah, fire in the hole! Molly just does not care. Resolution. You, and Molly, and the President, and her machines, and a sizable chunk of the floor appear in the middle of a pale void lit by the just-arrived light of stars that burned out uncountable eons ago. Ah, no! What did you do? I threw a little monkey wrench into your plans. Don't try to act cool about this. You don't have the slightest idea what kind of power you're messing with. Oh yeah? Like what? Welcome, playthings. You look over to the right, where you see a hovering swarm of giant mouths and eyes. You get the feeling that this is your brain's best attempt to render what you're actually seeing in a way that won't simply annihilate your mind. In particular, that. Oh. Was this whole deal just a giant monkey's paw? Like, did I achieve ultimate power, but also got cursed to be constantly surrounded by morons? Hey, the portal frame still looks intact. Maybe I can reopen it and fix this. Oh, it's got center text. It's got the bold italics too. He's got the font settings. Oh, you can get us back? I could get me back and then continue with my plan to summon the Emperor to our universe under controllable conditions as intended, yes. What if I don't want you to do that? Do I look like someone who gives a hot crap what you want? Go away. Go die in the void. Sheesh, somebody's cranky. It's the unsinkable Molly Button. She shoots you a wink. Hey, Molly, I don't suppose you've got any ideas? Well, Buck, usually my plan A is bullets, and plan B is more bullets. What's plan C? I never needed a plan C before. I never met anything that couldn't be shot with bullets before. But, She holds the necklace Nancy gave her. The single Tommy gun cartridge is engraved Nancy and Molly forever. You think this is one of those situations where the power of true love vanquishes evil? That kind of thing? Well, I wasn't going to say it like that. Alright, shoot it. She shot the love bullet. Oh? After the metaphorical smoke cleared, you found yourself stuck in the weird extra-dimensional space where... Wait, hang on. You waited and waited and waited. Murray's bomb blasted him past the borders of reality. He drifted outside of the world... I guess we just won. He drifted outside of the world for a span of time that might... I accidentally skipped past Molly's thing because I didn't realize that I couldn't move. I didn't know this was the epilogue. He drifted outside of the world for a span of time that might have been 5 minutes or 5,000 years. The only way to be sure is to not press a key for 5,000 years. Then you'll know it was that long. A few weeks later, Jessica accidentally activated the failsafe interdimensional homing teleporter Murray had left in one of his desk drawers. She was looking for a pen. You and Murray were wrenched through the ether and unceremoniously dumped on the floor of the antique store. After spending a reasonable amount of time patting one another on the back, you started searching for the next eldritch horror on Murray's big list of cosmic threats. The world is always under existential threat if you know where to look, and Murray always knows where to look. Thanks to your mob connections, Murray has a lot more meat at his disposal than he's accustomed to. That should make the next old god easier to deal with. The Purple Door did a brisk trade until the end of Prohibition, at which point it did an even brisker one. When they started televising underground bare-knuckle boxing, Gabby got really excited and joined a league. Her combat style was a mixture of different martial arts that came to be known as super weird fighting. Molly and Nancy went on to become the most notorious bank-robbing duo in history. They were last seen somewhere in Bolivia. Oh god! Wait, like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? That doesn't end well. Thanks to your tireless crime fighting, the streets of Ocean City have never been safer. King Johnny got the camp loaded into the ocean, with Samuel and Agamemnon doing most of the heavy lifting. With the wind at their backs, they set sail for different shores. Thanks to Ovid and Croesus, the expedition was comfortable and well-funded. Sure, it got boring at times, but Howie entertained folks with his harmonica, and Dusty brought a deck of cards. The nights were cold, but between Beatrice's wool and Calendula's moonshine, everybody kept pretty cozy. They ate well, thanks to Walter's fishing prowess. Cornelius and Beanie provided cornbread and beans. Mossman provided fine herbs and exotic spices. After a long and difficult journey, they arrived at the land they had promised to themselves. They founded a new nation. A nation of hobos. By hobos, for hobos, with liberty and justice for hobos. One deck of cards for the entire ocean trip. Marvin went on to set the world record for mailbox sitting. He held the record for nearly a week. He has recently become interested in flagpoles. Oh, Jesus. The bishop's inspection resulted in the vicar of St. Polycarp's being demoted to half-deacon. With that whole grisly murder business behind her, Miss Brewster went on to win the Boarding House of the Decade Award from the International Salesmen's League. SIT's astronomy program continued to be no less dumb than SIT's astrology program. To this day, they still refer to a caviar, salt, and lamb omelet as the Musa. Amazing. Clem and Jarvis Schlitz evaded capture by adopting the aliases Jarvis James and Clem Bartles, respectively. After Prohibition ended, they had a long and illustrious career in the getting people drunk industry. In 1981, Mudhenge was acquired by the Stonehenge Corporation, renamed Stonehenge Mud, and shut down. With your help, Rhonda Rasmussen became the first person in history to fly all the way around a swamp. Her fame lasted until nearly a month later when Charles Lindbergh was seen buying a new set of shoelaces. Haim Quarry went bankrupt after the workers fled in the night. Most of them made it back to the city and found new jobs, which could not possibly have been worse than their old jobs. The loss of Tom and Kathy plunged Largemouth Bass and Sons into a succession crisis. In the chaos, the bastard Reboner returned from exile and made his claim to the throne. I've come. I'm going to claim the lake for myself and my heirs. I am the son that was promised. Paul Leathers used his new tongue to preach non-violence and counseled many a troubled youth away from a life of game hunting. John Leathers was convicted of male manslaughter and is preparing himself to be sent to a penal colony on Mars. The kid with glasses spent a week bragging after he proved his theory about big hands. The plant kid will happily wear Mossman's mustache for the rest of his life. The chemist kid is still reeling from the whiff of the smell of the wisp you brought her. The radio kid still proudly wears the feather you brought him from Barbara Yargara. The kid with the wrench still tells stories about the time he captured the Chupanaranja. And the fly girl is still grateful for the chest hair you brought her from Flemberg. The Mole Ross place remained uninhabited until the 1990s, when it became a hotbed for swinging sexy singles. With no natural predators to thin their numbers, Macmillan Gutty's sheep bred out of control. He went on to become the region's primary supplier of both mittens and mutton. Despite all your efforts, the Maze Maze stay pretty much exactly the same. Forever. Billy made sure of that. Jesus, Billy. The old ham mill never spun again. Aw. The end! Wow. Well, the ducks were the natural predators, yeah. Dude, ducks are assholes. We slaughtered the entire duck population in one fell swoop. Incredible work, everybody. Anyway, that was fucking... that was Shadows over Loathing. That was a really sudden ending. I know that they had, like, full... I suppose that does answer the question of a horse-sized duck. It does. Extra special thanks, Emily, for public relations, valve assistance, trailer construction, violin, cello, banjo, whistling. Oh, they got the... I think they got the same woman for whistling that they did last time. Nick Sutner, expert in traffic fatalities, and Mr. Lieutenant Time Bonkers is still great. Hell yeah. Vociferous thanks. Vocal talents, nice. Win. Beta testers, outstanding. Development pets, Bats the dog, Cookie the dog, Loki the cat, Monocle the cat, Moxie the dog, Oscar the cat, Penny the dog, Roxy the cat, Stinko the cat, and Whiskey the cat. Thanks so much for playing our game. We know it took significant time and effort to get here, and we appreciate your attention and endeavors. You rock! If you've enjoyed Shadows over Loathing, you might also enjoy West of Loathing, available now on Steam, or the Nintendo Switch, or our free browser-based game, The Kingdom of Loathing, on the internet at kingdomofloathing.com. Well, that was Shadows over Loathing. Once again, not the ending I expected. I didn't think Molly... I was expecting a lot of things out of the ending. I thought I was going to have to fight a big shadow creature. I didn't expect Molly to kill it in one shot with the power of love. That is really not what I was expecting. But, yeah. I like the ending we got. Seemed like we got a happy ending for most of the people we ran into. For Ocean City, at least, and ourselves. And, yeah. That's kind of it. That was fucking... That was weird as hell, but it was a lot of fun. Very funny. Glad I got a chance to play it. Could probably also go back and do a big boss battle. We could. Does continue take me back here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, sure. Let's see if we can kill the final boss in one hit. In we go. You're no expert, but this seems bad. Yeah, we could give the final boss a shot. Welcome, playthings. The Unbritanium alloy portal frame. Take a closer look. This technology is incomprehensible to you. You inspect the portal frame, but can't think of anything to do with it that would help. Which implies that you miss some optional stuff, but that's what replays are for. Nuts. Oh, I bet if you helped out, oh, Jesus. I bet... Wait, check your items. Nah, I think we're good. I don't need 5 dozen fucking Molotov shots. Also, I can't check my inventory right now. Hi. She grinds her teeth and ignores you. Any chance I could get you to give up on your plan to enslave humanity and the universe in general? Johnson Christ. If I had brought a gun with me, you would be so dead right now. Hello. Be not afraid. Hi. Welcome to my realm. What are you? I am what the shadow is the shadow of. Nice job, if you can get it. It's a living. Although I do admit the first ending is absolutely in line with this game. Fight it. Fight me? Very well. I will give you one chance. All or nothing. As you draw your weapon, you hear someone behind you. Hi, hello. Gabby is here to give the fight. You're not sure how they made it in here, but you'll take all the help you can get. Alright, Dante has your back. Fucking President of the Shadows is back there. Shadowcaster's mouth does 49 damage. Jesus Christ, that is a lot of damage. Okay. And a lot of health. This might not be good. Oh yeah, this isn't good. Immune to poison. Cool. That's a lot of health. Alright, hang on. Toss a bomb. There's a way to make this work. There's a way to make this work. We are going to shield myself. Yes. Double Moxie, Sten, Shadowcaster's Eye. Shielded? We already got that. Hang on. So, Muscle 42, Mysticality 42. We can melt this guy. That's the problem with high stats. This thing also has 42 mysticality. God, I love Mind Melt. That's 2 things dead. Cold. 20 cold damage. We can hit that thing. 20 cold damage. Alright. 2 more combat items. There's a thing that gives me AP that I can use. 3 action points. In we go. Okay, 3 AP. Fetch armor, 10 physical damage, on fire for 5. The bigger the brain, the harder they explode, or something like that. Pure poison, on fire, reduce stats. Please damage. Nasty goo to 17. Hang on, let's weaken the president real quick. Minus 13 to all stats. Oh, baby, baby. Oh. 104 damage. What's she doing now? Empowered by the shadow. Guess we'll gun her down. This is a battle against God, and there was never any chance. The lawnmower kills all things. Can you smell me? Hang on. That used... Oh, Jesus. Alright, Mr. President. It's time. 134! There she goes! Woo! One turn. No, 2 turns. 2 turns, 2 attacks. Oh my god. Well, sometimes the best way to deal with a universe-destroying threat is just to hit it with something until it stops moving. Nice work! Alright, this is pretty much the same. The lawnmower is just the antithesis to godliness itself. Whatever that thing channels, it is the literal god killer. Dude, I got it. I used it to kill a demon outside of reality. It mows the grass. It sets it's like the action of taking an unruly lawn and then like clearing it and like putting it to order by mowing it. You just take things that should not belong and you set them in order. It's conceptually powerful. That's why and I increased its power by making it smelly and hot. God damn. I like how between using... And it plays baseball, goddamn it. It plays ball. It's motivated. I was just about to say, like, between killing like a bunch of people with a shovel in Far Cry 5 and using a lawnmower in this game, I just use like lawn tools to just murder stuff in games. I like that it's a thing. Do not let me get my hands on yard equipment. Shovels, lawnmowers, whatever. Pretty sure all this is the same, yeah. It's just the first thing that would be different. Alright, outstanding. Anyway, As said before, that was Shadows over Loathing. I hope you I hope you guys all enjoyed it. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad we got a chance to play this game and finish it. But yeah, I think I'll finish up pretty soon. Bring the Weed Whacker into a sci-fi game, dude. Dude, that would be like the deadliest thing. Do you imagine if someone in Star Wars had like a rotary like Weed Whacker thing with a bunch of like lightsabers taped to it, and then you just turn them all on, and it goes. Starts swinging at people, like, and then, like, as it starts, like, swinging in a circle, looks like you're just swinging a giant pizza cutter made out of lasers. Just cuts a man in half. That'd be funny. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. I'm glad we managed to get this game done eventually. It took way longer than I thought it would. I think we put in, like, 26, 27 hours into this game, which is very respectable, because I'm pretty sure West of Loathing only took me, like, 15. So, yeah, absolutely thrilled. Glad these guys... I like Asymmetric. They're pretty cool. I like them. But anyway, yeah, next week we'll have something new in this time slot. And as for the rest, those will be we'll be heading back to stuff that we've already started. So in 2 days, on Saturday, I'll be playing Judgment again, continuing that. And then we'll be playing, as usual, Final Fantasy XII on Sunday. So, yeah, that's about it. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys had fun. I know I had fun. And hopefully I will see you again soon. Hope you guys have a nice rest of your week and weekend that follows you. And hope I see you again. Bye-bye.